Listen, man, let me tell you something. After all of the riddles, after all of the bodies getting dropped, and that tragic cliffhanger, I was thinking that this episode was going to be an all-out brawl. Jin Woo versus the statues.
You are dead wrong.
Bro just woke up in the hospital. I swear, these endings for these episodes really be taking me out from enjoying this series. But regardless of the way these episodes end, this week's episode really got into the world building. So Jin Woo wakes up in the hospital with all of his injuries healed, and he's approached by Jin Chul and Kang, not this one.
And you think you can beat me? I am Kang!
Okay. This one from the Hunters Association. They sit down with him and explain everything that's happened after the expedition. The captain lost an arm and probably has to retire. I don't know about you lot, but this really puts a smile on my face. I'm not saying he deserved to get his arm chopped off or anything like that, but this was definitely gonna remind him not to make any stupid decisions again.
Whoa!
Like, I find it very interesting how in this world, losing a limb would put a hunter into retirement. Like, this is an anime, man. Like, losing a limb is nothing. Like, maybe Song isn't built like that. Bro's too weak, because if he was a stronger hunter, having one arm wouldn't mean shit. Lee's also going through psychiatric treatment after that traumatizing event, and she really doesn't deserve any of this. Jin Woo was also found unconscious, with the dungeon disappearing, and Jin Chul asks him if he's had a reawakening. So, a reawakening, sorry, wrong image.
Oh, yeah.
A second reawakening is a rare occasion where a hunter gets a power boost which can allow them to exceed their previous limits to the point where they can even rise to an A or S rank. And bro was so excited thinking he's got a second awakening, and
再覚醒ならランクはどれくらいですか？
かえって失礼なことをしてしまったようです。
this guy really thinks he's Goku. He thinks he's Gojo. He was getting hyped up for no reason. Jin Woo is the only one who can see all these heads-up displays and notifications, and whatever this system is, it's designed to assist the development of a player. So he has to complete daily tasks, and if he doesn't, he'll suffer a penalty. And guys, the system basically forces this man into the Saitama training program. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I guess this is the only way he can become stronger. You know, by all means, he needs to do it. If this man's able to level up to Saitama levels of strength, he's definitely gonna solo this universe. No pun intended. I kinda like this though, because this would actually mean that every power up he gets would be earned. No special eyes, no overpowered techniques, no kinky stuff, or being a descendant of a strong ninja, or being an alien, or being a bad bitch. None of that shit. Jin Woo's got his own unique awakening that's progressive. He has to do his daily quests or else. These penalties are an overkill. I mean, not even Draymond Green deserves this. Song Jin Woo got transported to Dune and had to survive getting chased by some sandworms for 4 hours. After having a near-death experience and being in a coma for 3 days, you seriously expect me to believe that this man survived running 4 hours? At least 10 minutes or 30 minutes, not 4 hours. Like, whatever this system is, they want him to die again. Well, I mean, it was an effective way for him to get some cardio in, you know what I'm saying? And adrenaline is one hell of a drug, I must say. I won't be surprised if his stamina points increased after this. Remember to complete your daily tasks before these game developers catch on. So after nearly dying again, Jin Woo is determined to become stronger and does his daily tasks. He gets 3 types of rewards, and bro, look at this dude's stats. He's looking like Killian Hayes right now. We also got a brief flashback into how Jin Woo's mum became sick, and turns out she's got a condition called the eternal rest, which is basically caused by exposure to mana. So he decided to quit his job in construction to become a hunter to pay his mama's medical bills. Given all of these things and people constantly clowning him, it makes sense why he would choose to focus on strength, but I don't think he really thought this through. Instead of maxing out his strength, wouldn't it be more practical to focus on his intelligence first? When you look at the system, there doesn't seem to be any limit for how much you can level up. Bro could have just leveled up his intelligence and became a billionaire or some genius inventor center or something and found a cure for his mom from her sleeping beauty disease. And not only that, if there's really no limit, he could have probably figured out what's the leading causes of these dungeons appearing, who or what is behind them, and how to stop it. Like, this guy could have become the smartest in the verse. Like, he really isn't that bright. Guys, let me know down below what stats he should have focused on instead. Using the key he got from his random loot box, he goes into the instance dungeon in the subway. And I'm just assuming that Jin Woo's dungeons are different to the other dungeons seen in the episode, because maybe these dungeons are the only ones that he can complete. He gets trapped in the dungeon and has to clear it by himself. He fights off 3 goblins at once, and the good news is he's now strong enough to take out goblins all by himself. But the bad news is he didn't kick any of them in the balls. Goblin Slayer would have been disappointed. He finishes off the goblins and a steel-fanged wolf appears and destroys his weapon and jumps in to attack him. Even with his strength at 31, he low-key kind of struggled against them. This boy really needs to even out his stats, because this ain't it. At this rate, he's gonna max out his strength to infinity and beyond. This episode was a decent one, you know. We got the backstory, we got a little bit of world building. Jin Woo's had his second awakening with the system, which is gonna help him to get stronger. But I wonder if there's different types of second awakenings for different hunters. You know, that would be very interesting to see if there is. Looks like now Jin Woo would have to complete quests, dungeons, and all that good jazz to move up the ranks. So I'm guessing that each battle that he faces will cause him to choose the right attributes to upgrade. It isn't all about strength, you know. Guys, I want to give a big thank you to everyone who took out the time to watch this video. I appreciate all of you. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment on what you thought about the episode and the series so far. And until next week, stay blessed.